2 games remaining in Frisco Railriders' debut season. We've seen some ups, we've seen some downs, we've seen everything in between on this roller coaster ride that has been year 1 in Frisco Railriders Dynasty. 2 games left to try to end this year on a positive note, and we will start today's video with a matchup against Georgia Southern and the Eagles. We'll start this game on offense, of course, led by Miles Knight and Don Bridges. First play of the day is going to be a handoff to Knight, and Knight finds some space up the middle, breaks a tackle, and picks up about 11. And with that, we'll take a look at this defense from Georgia Southern. They're pretty good up the middle. They've got some high 70 overall players, but really where this defense concerns me is in the secondary. They've got 3 corners over 80 overall and another one at a 77. We're going to take another look at that real quick. That's 83, 83, and 82. At the corner position. Second play of the day is a handoff to Spencer Strickland. He doesn't find any space and loses a yard. That'll make it 2nd and 11. Bridges back to pass again, looking to the outside, caught by Asher Hayes, and Hayes picks up a gain of about 13. Hayes is another person on this offense who is threatening to transfers. Here's a handoff for, nope, not a handoff, it's a fake, and Don Bridges picks up 17. Beautiful run for him on the read option. Bridges back to pass once again, looking to the outside. That's knocked away from Javion Hodges. This is an offense that could look a lot different in year number 2. And by could look, I mean it will look a lot different in year number 2. Javion Hodges is threatening to transfer. Asher Hayes is threatening to transfer. We already know Miles Knight is going to transfer. And Jeremy Walls, who's going to catch this pass right here, he's a senior. All of these guys are going to be leaving our team. We're going to have a completely new group of playmakers on this offensive team, and all I can hope for is that they are good ones. Here's a pass over the middle caught by Jeremy Walls as he gets up to the 5-yard line. Solid first drive here for Frisco. Handoff to Knight. He takes a big hit, but he's up to the 3. 2nd and goal. Walls in motion. Not going to go to him. It's going to go to Knight again. He's wide open, and he walks into the end zone. Frisco starts the day with a touchdown. It looks like they kind of did a fake end-around thing with Jeremy Walls. Ended up with a screen to Miles Knight, and there was no competition for him. O.J. Arnold is your running back here for the Eagles. Last week, he had 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. We'll see what Arnold is able to do in this one. Here's a pass to the outside. That ball is caught for a loss of 2. Good start for the Frisco defense. 2nd down and 12. Quarterback back to pass once again. Looking to the outside for Arnold. He loses 5. Suddenly it's 3rd and 17. Can this Frisco defense get off the field quickly? This is going to be a check down underneath for the tight end. It's a gain of only 5. Makes it 4th down and 12. Frisco takes back over. Here's a handoff for Miles Knight. He picks up 1 yard. We jump to 3rd and 9 now. Bridges back to pass once again. Looking to the outside for Miles Knight, and he makes the grab on the sideline. What a play by Miles Knight. 1st down and 10. Bridges keeping it once again. This time he's got nowhere to go. He loses 1. 2nd down and 11. Bridges back to pass again. Looking deep up the right side. That ball is picked off. And I think Bridges just got a little too overconfident with his arm there. As we're going to take a second look at this, it looked like there might have been space to complete this pass. Just didn't quite get it over the defender's head. As the Eagles take over at the 34-yard line. Here's a handoff for Arnold up the middle. He'll pick up 3. 2nd down and 7 now. French back to pass. Looking to his right. He has his tight end. He's going to catch it, pick up about 3 or 4 more. And that'll make it 3rd and 4. Can Frisco get off the field once again? Pass underneath is caught. They will not get off the field as the Eagles are up to the 50-yard line. Dalen Cobb with the catch there. 1st down and 10. Here's a quick one to the outside for Cobb once again as he rolls over the 1st down marker and picks up the 1st down. I love doing this commentary, guys. I hope you guys know every time I do commentary, I do this in one take. Like once I get started, whatever I say after like 3-4 minutes, it's locked in, if that makes sense. We're not going back and starting over. First quarter has come to a close, and the Eagles still with the football. Here's another pass to the outside, caught by the tight end. He's going to get all the way up to the 7-yard line as it's 1st and goal for the Eagles. Back to pass once again. French has a man open. It's his tight end once again, as Georgia Southern is going to tie this game at 7. 7-7 is your score as we have the Railriders with the ball here. It's a quick screen out to Miles Knight, and he picks up a 1st down. One play was all it took to get to the 41, but here's 2 plays later. 3rd down and 10. Pass goes deep for Walls. It's knocked away as Frisco will punt this one back to Georgia Southern. It looks like it could be a good one. Bounces at the 15, out of bounds at the 3. What a punt by York. Eagles start this drive from the 3-yard line. It's a quick pass at the outside for Arnold. He's got room to run, picks up 15. And just like that, Georgia Southern has some space to work with here. Quick pass on the RPO will pick up 5 more as Malcolm Burnett's in on the tackle. 2nd down and 5. French back to pass again. Finds a man open on the outside, and they're going to say he didn't quite get the 1st down. It is 3rd and inches. French back to pass again, looking over the middle. He's got Cobb wide open. Cobb crosses midfield. He's all the way up to the 36. Big play by Dalen Cobb. Handoff now for Arnold, and Johnny Terrell's in the backfield. That's a loss of 2. Terrell doesn't really play too often, but when he does, I swear he's getting a TFL. Here's another handoff for Arnold. He was able to pick up maybe 5 or 6, but a holding penalty will set back the Eagles, make it 2nd and 20. Pass goes underneath. It's going to be a short gain, about 6, and it's 3rd and 14. What can French do on this 3rd and 14? Pass up the middle, and it's overthrown. And it looks like they'll punt from the 40-yard line. Frisco takes back over. Handoff goes to Knight. Knight got room, picks up 15. As that's his best carry of the day so far. Fake handoff to Knight now. Bridges keeping himself. He loses 3. Nowhere to go for Don Bridges. 2nd and 13. Bridges over the middle. That's caught by Asher Hayes. He's got another 1st down. He picked up probably 18 on that one as the Railriders are across midfield, and Bridges under pressure on this play. Davion Rhodes gets back there. 3rd and 15. Bridges rolling to his right, looking for someone open, and he flips it to Hayes again. And they'll say he was across the line of scrimmage. It doesn't matter anyways. Frisco punts it back. Georgia Southern takes back over. Here's a screen for Arnold. Arnold spins out a defender, and he picks up a 1st down, gain of about 12. That play takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Minute 55 remaining in this one. Here's another catch and a couple broken tackles. It's a gain of 9. Minute 43 remaining now. French back to pass again. He's got all day to throw the football, and he finally finds his tight end on the outside. Bad angle by Damian Valentine, and French is already nearing 200 yards here in the 1st half. Another quick pass to the outside. I just learned the tight end's name is River Helms. Good job me. He picks up 6 more. 3rd and 4. 23 seconds left. French over the middle. Another 1st down for Cobb. And with 20 seconds remaining, timeout Georgia Southern. French back to pass again, looking over the middle. Goes to Helms one more time. He'll pick up about 8 as they're up to the 2-yard line. French back to pass again, looking to the outside. That ball's knocked away, nearly intercepted by Tyree King. 3rd down and 1. French trying to escape pressure. He's not going to, and that's going to take us to the half, tied at 7. Deshaun Yates put the exclamation point on the end of that 1st half as we have ourselves a 7-7 game. Guys, if you have enjoyed year 1 of Frisco Railriders Dynasty, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube bullshit. Or don't do any of it. You don't have to. We start the 3rd quarter, and French takes the read option to the outside, picks up about 13 yards, 1st down for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 39, handoff goes to Arnold. He breaks a tackle and fights forward. That's a tough gain of 5. Make that 3rd and 5. French back to pass again, looking for somebody open. He's going to run it himself, and he's got the 1st down. Georgia Southern at midfield now. Here's a quick pass to the outside, caught by Cobb. He's been busy in this one, picks up 4 more. JC French in this game, 22 of 24, 209 yards. That is what we call efficiency. 3rd down and 7 now. French back to pass again. He's taken down by Percy Tate. And we're going to take another look at this one. Percy Tate kind of ran a stunt to the inside, crossed over to Sean Yates, and made a beautiful play in the backfield. Frisco starts this drive at the 7, and they hand off to number 7, Miles Knight, who goes nowhere, so they're still at the 7. 2nd and 10, Bridges back to pass again, looking for a deep shot downfield. That's Jeremy Walls in double coverage. It's overthrown. I don't think there was any chance at that one anyways. 3rd and 10, handoff to Knight once again, because I think they were just conceding that drive. So they'll punt it away from the 8. The Eagles take back over and start this drive with a quick pass to the outside that's going to lose a yard. Good play by Tyree King to make the tackle. 2nd and 11 now, pass outside, it's off the mark. Just like that, it's 3rd down and 11. And the Eagles would do nothing with it. Frisco takes back over and loses a yard of their own. 2nd down and 11 now, handoff goes to Miles Knight. He finds just enough room to make it 3rd and 4. It's a lot more manageable. Let's see what the Railriders come up with here. Bridges over the middle. Beautiful ball for Jeremy Walls. 1st down across midfield up to the 37-yard line. Handoff now for Miles Knight, and Knight able to pick up 2. It's 3rd and 8 once again. Bridges setting up a screen now for Knight. Knight trying to outrun the defender, and he will. 1st down for Frisco. Up to the 27 now. It's a fake to Knight. Bridges rolling to his left, launching to the end zone, going for the home run. It's knocked away. Make it 2nd and 10. Bridges quickly underneath. That ball's caught. Jeremy Walls. He gets 7 more. 3rd down and 3. Handoff goes to Knight. Knight got the 1st down and more. Miles Knight untouched to the end zone. Touchdown, Railriders. I did not think Miles Knight was getting to the end zone on this one. There was about 3 defenders around the 5-yard line there. None of them touched him. Actually, I think we had a good block here at the end by Jewel Vaughn. Yes, we did. 14-7 is your score. Just about a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter as this pass is wild by JC French. He's having a really good day so far, but we've also seen a couple balls like that in this one. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him. 3rd and 4 now. French looking for somebody open. Has a man over the middle. Caught for a 1st down, but there's a flag on the play as this one is also coming back. 3rd and 14. French back to pass again. Over the middle. He's got his tight end. That's River Helms with another 1st down catch. 10 catches, 115 yards. I think we know who his favorite target is here, as there's an 11th catch, and make it 20 more yards for River Helms. JC French has 258 yards today, and half of them have gone to River Helms. Nice gain of 9 there on 1st down, makes it 2nd and 1. As French passes to the outside. It's not River Helms this time, but it's someone that looks just like him, as he's up to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 15. French over the middle, caught by none other than River Helms. Up to the 8, it is 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, French hands off to Arnold. Arnold able to pick up maybe a yard. They'll say it's still 3rd and 3. As French hands off to Arnold again. No, it's a fake, and he overthrows his man. It's picked off by Damian Valentine. We've seen a couple of these terribly errant throws by JC French. None more impactful than this one, as it went right to Damian Valentine, and Frisco takes over at the 20. Handoff goes to Miles Knight. He's got nowhere to go, loses a yard. 2nd down and 11. Bridges back to pass, and he nearly gives it right back to Georgia Southern. It's 3rd and 11. And on 3rd down, looks like they're trying to set up a screen for Knight, and it was sniffed out by the Eagles. So they're going to get the ball back, and they didn't even really lose a minute of time there. As the pass goes deep up the middle, that ball is caught. Beautiful pass by JC French. How do you come back from a bad interception? You throw a beautiful ball like that. 1st and 10, handoff goes to the back here. That's Arnold in the end zone. But there's another flag on the play. I think that's 73's second or third time being flagged. And that was the biggest one of the day as it takes away a touchdown. Here's a pass over the middle caught by Cobb. He picks up 19. I'll make it 2nd and 1. And my neighbors above me are vacuuming their floor. That's pretty awesome. Good for them, I guess. 3rd down and inches. I hope you guys don't hear that because I'm not stopping my commentary. And big play by the Frisco defense. 4th down and 3 now. French looking to the end zone. It is knocked away from the receiver. And Frisco will take back over. 4:29 remaining in this game. All you're trying to do if you're the Railriders is take down this clock, get a few first downs, and end this game. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. End the game. Miles Knight going around the edge now. Knight picks up a 1st down. That'll help. 1st and 10 from the 20. Fake handoff to Knight. Bridges goes nowhere with it. Actually loses 4. Makes it 2nd and 14. And after a false start, it's going to be 2nd and 19. 2nd down and 19. Handoff goes to Knight, and he picks up 6. Timeout, Georgia Southern. Got to imagine Frisco's just going to run it one more time here, and they will. Miles Knight trying to get to the edge. Nope, he's going to cut back inside to make sure he goes down in bounds. And Georgia Southern will use another timeout. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining for the Eagles. Quick pass underneath here will gain 2. As that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. French back to pass once again. Who does he find? Of course, it is River Helms. That's 5 more yards. 1:56 left in this game. Quick pass outside, caught by Helms once again. It's 4th and 1. A chance for Frisco to end this game right here. French, quick pitch out to Arnold. He's going to get the 1st down and a lot more as he's all the way up to the 40-yard line, and Malcolm Burnett is down with an injury. That would be a huge loss for the Railriders, as here's a quick pass underneath. That is a 1st down. I thought he was a little short. I guess not. 1st and 10, pass underneath. Once again, it's 6 more yards. Make that 5. So it's 2nd down and 5. Minute remaining in this game. French underneath one more time. That makes it 3rd down and 1. 55 seconds left in the game. French rolling to his left. He's taken down for a sack. Huge play by Marcus Reed on the cornerback blitz. 4th and 7. French back to pass. Over the middle. That is a catch for O.J. Arnold. 36 seconds remain. French stepping up, running to his left, and there's another flag on the play. Number 73 once again as they're back to the 27-yard line now. Here's a quick pass underneath, caught by River Helms. There's just 25 seconds remaining. They're hustling back up to the line. 22 seconds, 21 seconds. They spike it to make it 3rd down and 12. 20 seconds remaining. Pass over the middle. That is caught for a 1st down, and he's nearly in the end zone. He's up to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 11 as there's another spike. 11 seconds remaining in this game. French back to pass again. Steps up, thrown to the outside. It is knocked away. 7 seconds left. French back to pass again. End zone. That ball is caught for the touchdown. No way. 3 seconds left. And Georgia Southern is able to tie this game. That's Josh Dallas, the guy that looks like River Helms, making the catch. And just like that, the extra point ties the game. And we are going to overtime. I'm assuming everybody here who watches college football knows how the overtime rules work, so I'm not going to read them because I can't read fast enough. See how fast that just went away? I can't read that shit fast enough. Come on, man. Coin toss here. It is heads. Frisco wins the toss. They will choose to start on defense. We'll see what French and the offense are able to do here. Quick pass on 1st down. Unable to complete it. We'll make it 2nd and 10. Play action now. French under pressure. Nobody was faked out by the play action there. And it's 3rd down and 17. 3rd and 17. French back to pass once again. He's got all day to throw the ball. What's he going to do with it? Going for the end zone. This ball is overthrown. I was going to say knocked away, but that wouldn't have been true. 49-yard field goal here, and that is just barely through the upright, as it is 17-14 now in this one. The Eagles take the lead. 1st and 10 for Frisco. First play here is a pass to the outside that's caught for Wells. He picks up 8. 2nd down play now. Handoff going to Miles Knight. He's got nowhere to go, and just like that, it's 3rd and 3. 3rd down. Bridges rolling to his right. Bridges looking for Jeremy Walls. Walls makes the catch. He's going to skip into the end zone. Jeremy Walls, touchdown. That's your ball game. What a play by Bridges. He sensed pressure immediately, and he sprinted out to his right, where he was able to find Jeremy Walls, and the celebration is on here at Georgia Southern. Let's take another look at it. Bridges evades pressure, throws for Walls. He makes the catch, and there was no one in front of him as he finds the end zone. What a game for your Railriders. Don Bridges, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a bad day for him. Miles Knight, 16 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown. He also caught a touchdown pass today. And Jeremy Walls had one of his best games of the entire year. 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown himself. That is beautiful stuff. A ton of tackles for loss all over the place. 4 sacks in this game. And of course, the interception for Damian Valentine. We're getting right into game number 2 as we finish the season against Louisiana and the Ragin' Cajuns. The Ragin' Cajuns will start with the football here today as we get to end this season at home at Frisco Station. What a beautiful place to be. What a big stadium, man. I mean, it looks like we got a little more fans here than we did early in the year when we were 1-5, so that's nice to see. Look at the crowd there. It's pretty filled. And guys, I want to use this opportunity to talk about what Season 2 might look like for your Frisco Railriders. One thing I want to do is I want to do more live commentary, and one main reason for that is it's just a ton of work to, record the games, then edit the games, and then record my commentary over the games. And I think we can get more, real reactions out of me if I commentate the games live. So I think I'm going to start doing that where I'm just commentating while I'm playing. I think that'll be fun. I think everyone will enjoy it. As this first half, we've seen runs and runs and runs. One good one by Bridges and a good one by Knight right there. Knight comes into this game needing just 61 yards to get himself over 1,000 on the season. And after 3 carries, he's already at 42. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here from Frisco's. Here's a pass to the outside, caught by Jewel Vaughn. Touchdown, Railriders. They go up 7-0 early in this one. But yeah, I think that's a change that I want to make for year number 2. Is I'm going to do more stuff live, just because, like I said, really is a ton of work. I was actually watching a Mr. Hurricane video where he's talking about the same thing when it comes to live commentary versus recording and then doing commentary. I think it's a good idea, and I enjoy Mr. Hurricane stuff. So who else to follow in their footsteps than him? He's my favorite content creator when it comes to Dynasty style videos. So shout out Kane for who he is and everything he's done for the past, 15 years. The dude is awesome. Let's get back into commentating this game now. We've got a 7-7 ball game here at Frisco Station as Bridges is back to pass, looking up the right side. That's caught by Jeremy Walls. Last game of Jeremy Walls' career here, he's got 2 catches for 15 yards. Here's a handoff now for Miles Knight. He's got more room on the outside. He makes a man miss. That's another first down for Knight. He is 6 yards away from 1,000 on the season as Bridges takes another handoff up the middle. I don't know why I'm saying he takes a handoff. He does not. He doesn't take a handoff. He fakes the handoff. Anyways, 3rd down and 18 now. Pass underneath caught by Fletcher. Fletcher gets around a guy making a bad angle, and he gets the first down there. Stan Fletcher. But unfortunately, Fletcher, I think, is another player that's threatening to leave us in the transfer portal. Guys, we're going to have a whole new team out there. I mean, let's think about this. Kerry Garland is threatening to leave us in the transfer portal. Percy Tate, our leading tackle for loss guy, is threatening to leave us in the transfer portal. Even some of our defensive backs, which is already a weak position for us, are threatening to leave in the transfer portal. We're going to have a completely new team out there for Season 2. But I don't even know why I'm talking about that. We got a game to play here. It is 4th and 3. End zone. That ball is knocked away. Frisco takes back over. Here's a 3rd and 1. Bridges back to pass. He's under pressure. Nowhere to go with it. So that makes it 4th down and 10. And we kick that ball back to the Cajuns, who do nothing with it. We get one more shot here at the end of the first half. Jewel Vaughn makes the catch underneath. Big time run. He's all the way up to the 38-yard line, where eventually we would try a field goal from 48 out, and I missed. And I think this is the first kick all year that I missed strictly based on user error. Like, I know we've missed a couple others where we just didn't have the leg for it. But that one was, I think, the first one that I missed up. Not to break the fourth wall here or anything. We've done a lot of fourth wall breaking here in this second game. I figured it would be a good game to kind of just talk about the future and stuff like that. But yeah. So we're going to get right into the second half here, as I believe we start off with the football. Yes, we do. We're joining in at a 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Knight, and that run gets Miles Knight over 1,000 yards on the season. Miles Knight, what a great year he's had. Too bad he's leaving us. Here's Don Bridges with another carry. He picks up 6 more, and that makes it 3rd down and 3. Knight takes another handoff, and he's going to lose a yard on this one. So that'll take us to 4th down. Bridges back to pass, trying to keep this drive alive. Pass goes to the left, caught by Asher Hayes. 1st down for the Railriders. Drive does stay alive. Ty Barker enters the game now for the Railriders. He takes a nice run, nice juke move out there as he picks up 9 more. Barker and Spencer Strickland in the game now. It's a fake to Barker. Bridges throwing deep for the end zone. This ball is knocked away from Jeremy Hayes. They had a chance at a big one there. Barker's still in the game now. He's the 3rd string running back. I'm not sure why we're seeing so much Ty Barker here. I haven't heard anything about Miles Knight being injured or anything, but he's not out there. It's been Spencer Strickland and Ty Barker these last few plays, as it's 4th and 6, and that ball is knocked away. Failed drive by the Railriders. We join the Raging Cajuns drive on a 3rd down and 6 as they make this play up the seam, and there's a big gain all the way down to the 6-yard line, as Walker Howard had 217 yards at this point, and on 1st and goal he makes an easy throw on the slant for a touchdown. And guys, I'm getting a report from the sideline. Actually, Miles Knight just posted on Twitter, "I'm good, y'all. See you next year." And it's being reported that he has left the sideline and he will not be entering back into this game. Miles Knight is refusing to play the second half here for the Railriders after he has gotten over 1,000 yards on the season. And that can't bode well for him in the transfer portal. I mean, who's going to want to pick up somebody that refused to play for their last team? Why would anybody want Miles Knight after what he's pulling right now? He's not going to play? That's character flaws right there. That's stuff that these big schools like Georgia or Texas or any other big school in between, they're not going to take that. Unbelievable stuff. It's 4th and 1 now. Railriders looking for somebody open. Bridges hits Wells for the 1st down. I can't believe this. We're going to have to finish this game without Miles Knight as Bridges is back to pass on 2nd and 6. Here's a quick one underneath for Gregory, and he stretches forward for the 1st down. That takes us to the end of the 1st quarter. Or end of the 3rd, I'm sorry. We start the 4th with a handoff to Ty Barker, and Barker picks up 13 or 14 there. It's a 1st down. Ty Barker's burst has looked pretty good in this one, as Bridges is going to keep it himself here, and Don Bridges picks up 4 more. 2nd down and 6, fake handoff for Barker. Bridges keeping himself once again, 4 more yards for Don Bridges. He's having a really good day running the football here, as we try to hand off to Barker once again. He goes nowhere. It is 4th down and 3. Bridges back to pass again, under pressure immediately. And it's another failed drive for the Railriders. First play of this Louisiana drive is a loss of 5. Good play by Deshaun Yates in the backfield. On 2nd and 15, they set up a screen, and they're going to pick up a first down. No, they're not going to pick up a first down. I'm just straight up lying to you. That's all I'm doing, is just lying to you. 3rd and 4. Quick pass to the outside. Now they'll pick up the first down. 3rd down and 5 later on in the drive. Louisiana looking to the outside. That ball is caught for a first down up to the 29-yard line. 1st and 5, fake handoff now. QB keeping himself. He's got room to the outside. He's going all the way up to the 10-yard line. Make it the 9. 1st and goal, Ragin' Cajuns. 4 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in this game. Running back goes up the middle, and that's going to make it a 2-score game with not a lot of time left to get 2 scores. And we have a 4th down and 19 as we join Frisco. Bridges looking to the outside for Stan Fletcher, and he just never saw the football. And to make things worse, here's a quick pass underneath that goes for a touchdown. Not gonna lie, guys, we kind of ended this season in a really uninspiring way. We had a good game going here, but then Miles Knight refused to play for us, and suddenly we had a really hard time in the second half, but we wanted to have some fun. So here's Noah Wade dropping a pass on offense. That's pretty cool. And then on 3rd down and 18, Bridges back to pass, looking for somebody open, launching downfield, and somehow that pass is caught by Asher Hayes. 1st down and 10, massive play for the Railriders, as Noah Wade is still out there on offense. He's going to catch this screen. Noah Wade able to pick up a first down. That's a gain of about 13. Is on 2nd and 10. Bridges back to pass again, looking underneath, and he's trying to hit. That's Marcus Reed, the other corner, also getting some wide receiver action. Unable to hit him there, though. 3rd down and 10. Deep shot for Hayes. That ball had no chance. It is picked off by the Ragin' Cajuns. Guys, we're going to end this season with a 28-10 loss. What do you guys think of Miles Knight in this one? He got his 1,000 yards and then left the building and posted on Twitter, "I'm good, y'all. See you next season." Not everything is bad, though, in the Railriders world as we get our first 2 commits in our recruiting class. It only took the entire year, but Luis Vargas and Jason Kashama are joining the class for 2026. Our hope is that Luis Vargas has good speed, as he has that bar almost all the way to the end on the speed category, and Jason Kashama we know nothing about. Taking a look at our season stats to end the year, Don Bridges ended with 12 interceptions and 8 touchdowns. And then the aforementioned Miles Knight. Where is he going to go in the transfer portal after the stuff he pulled today? After the slimy stuff he pulled today, where will he go in the transfer portal? Javion Hodges ended up leading us in yards. Only 1 touchdown, though. There weren't really many passing touchdowns to go around. Only 9 in total, to be exact. And Jeremy Walls led the way with 3 of them. Percy Tate had 25 tackles for loss. Olin Fritz and Malcolm Burnett right behind them. But guys, all 3 of those guys are threatening to leave. I mean, Percy Tate is threatening to leave in the transfer portal. Olin Fritz is threatening to leave. And Malcolm Burnett, he's a senior. We've got a whole lot of questions and not a ton of answers, but they will all be figured out next time, as next episode will be the off-season episode for your Frisco Railriders. Guys, if you enjoy this content, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Just all do all of the things, or don't do any of them. I really can't control what you do, but it'd be cool if you did all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know what I mean? Guys, it's been Kin. Peace out.